proper winching. You know, you get people who want to go out and you know, they get stuck. They go and they pull their winch cable out and they throw the cable around the first tree they can see. You know, you want to make sure it's a good solid tree. You know, you don't want to winch on a tree that's fallen, the roots are up. You know, the root system is kind of washed out, or the trees mostly are dying. You know, and you always use a tree saver, because you go to some of these heavier, you know, off-road parks where there's a lot of trails. You know, you'll see where people run their cable around the trunk of a tree, and you can see where it cut into the tree. I mean, that essentially kills the tree. So you use a tree saver, you know, around that tree to prevent damage to the tree, which kind of also goes into with the tread lightly, you know, kind of part is, you know, want to leave trails open and available for everybody. So good safe winching. So you run up, you're winching yourself out, you know, and you got bystanders around. You want them to stand clear of the winch line, because the winch line, if it breaks, if you're running steel cable, I mean, you can kill people. It'll definitely hurt you real quick. There's a lot of tension on the steel cable lines. You always want to use a weighted blanket over it. You know, they have what they call winch line blankets. They also have you know, these you can also use a floor mat. You can use a jacket, a towel, just something, put a little bit of tension or weight on that line, so when it does break, you know, the line will drop straight down, and it's not going to flare out off to the side and take out, you know, your buddy who's sitting there, you know, watching you winch yourself up this big old mountain or out of this mud hole. So we're passing by a boat ramp right now, which, you know, you really can't see it. All you can see is me. You know, boat ramp's pretty crazy trail, real slick, waterfall. I've never been able to do it. But yeah, you just want to always make sure, you know, that your tree savers, you have your winch properly anchored to your vehicle, your bumper anchored to your vehicle. I've seen bumpers rip off. I've seen winches rip off of vehicles. So you know, just always, you know, being safe, because, you know, things can happen really bad. It's just like when you're doing a recovery. There's a story not long ago where they took the strap, they connected to a drop trailer hitch, and that drop trailer hitch, there's a lot of leverage on it. When they were jerking the Jeep in front of them out, they you know, basically the trailer hitch, you know, the receiver, you know, broke off and flung back and went through the windshield of the vehicle that was pulling them out, or, you know, the vehicle was stuck, and hit the guy and killed him. You know, so you always want to be safe at everything you're doing. You know, so right now we're at a section of Choco called the backside. This is where all the rock bouncers and everything comes. So I'm going to turn you around here so you can see backside. So as you can see up there, you know, this is backside. You know, I've had friends that have made it in their buggies and stuff. I've seen Jeeps make it to about that tree line up at the top where you got the 3 trails. All right, so we're back. We're leaving the backside area. You know, you don't have to look at me talk anymore. You can just listen to me, I guess, because I'm just going to kind of ramble on and follow a little trail from backside back up to the camp, and I think I'm going to call it a day. You know, I'm not really out here for, you know, to do anything crazy. I just wanted to get out in the woods and, you know, record some new content for everybody. Speaking of back to the whole subscribers and YouTube channel. So Tanked Off-Road Adventures, you know, that was kind of my, you know, it's my hobby. You know, started out my original Jeep name. My original Jeep was a 2015 Jeep, and it was what Jeep, you know, tank was the color green. So that was the reason why. That's how it was originally. It was just tanked off-road. So you know, that Jeep got totaled in an accident, and, you know, here I am in, you know, this Jeep now. It's 2013, and it is a you know, Commando Jeep. You know, it's the color Jeep is that they call it as Commando. I didn't really want to rename my channel, Commando Jeep or whatever, right? So I just kind of kept with my, with my original name. I just called it Tanked Off-Road Adventures, and just left it at that. Now, so I am at 307 subscribers, like I said earlier. I would like it to get over 500 subscribers. I am going to say that whenever I if I can if I pinpoint my 500th subscriber, I'll do a giveaway. I have a set of Metal Cloak sway bar quick disconnects at home. Now it is used parts, but they're still good. I only took those off to put the Apex design auto links on my Jeep. So they're great sway bar disconnects, but still, my 500 subscriber, I have nice set of sway bar disconnects. You hit that spot, I will mail them to you, and send them to you, and go from there. And I think eventually, as my channel grows and I get more subscribers, I kind of like the whole giveaway thing. It's kind of a neat way to keep your viewers involved with your channel and watching what kind of keep them watching. I always think I've been out here in Choco, and I come across a subscriber to my channel, and he called me out. He knew who I was, which is kind of neat. Seeing people that on the trail, or you don't know, but they know you from your videos, or just from looking at your Jeep. So that's pretty cool. I wheeled with the gentleman. His name was Tim. I wheeled with him for the rest of the afternoon here at Choco. We were with another Jeep that had it was a ZJ Grand Cherokee. Guy had some technical problems, with his Jeep. I think he broke a steering arm off. He had 1 tons on it, and he broke the bolts on a steering arm on his Kingpin Dana 60 on this Jeep. He didn't have the replacement parts to fix it, so pretty much I loaded his entire family up in my Jeep. I think Tim took a couple of other people, because he had a Jeep full of people. I believe it was the gentleman who owned the Jeep, his wife and daughter's boyfriend. And so we basically, I got 3 of them, and then one of them rode in the back of Tim's TJ, and took them back down to the campground and kind of made sure they got them, they got straight and made themselves. They went out to, out in town here in Jacksonville, Alabama, and got the replacement parts to fix this Jeep. I went back up later that evening to make sure that he had gotten fixed, which he did. And that's another part of the whole, trail etiquette and wheeling in the community is just making sure that a fellow off-roader is broken on the side of the trail. You just don't want to ride by the guy. He could, he's in a bad situation. Always ask if they need help. That's just the nice thing to do. It's what we should all do, is just make sure we're taking care of each other. Like if the gentleman up there were to break down, I would do everything I could to help get him off the trail, or help him fix his Jeep and get it back going. And I'm 99% sure that if I was in the same situation, he would do the same for me. And that's kind of part of what I like about the off-road community. Is there's a lot of we look out for each other. A lot of camaraderie amongst us. And I don't look at it like, even if he was driving a Toyota or whatever, I don't separate it like that. If you broke, you broke. You need help, you need help. I'm always here, and I'll do everything I can to help out a fellow off-roader.